Hey, collective, what is going on? What is crack-a-lackin', y'all? Listen, I need to talk to my air signs, my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. Why? Because, and I'm glad that after I did this reading last night, I was so tired that I just left everything on the table as it was, which is good, because when I went to go upload the video last night, guess what? There was completely no sound. Like, if y'all were lip readers, you were doing good, you understood. But if you belong to the land of the hearing, then guess what? That shit was weak, all right? So listen, we rebuked the devil and his minions because somebody didn't want this message to get out. But you know what? It's going to get out anyway. So listen, this is your Ancestor reading, an angel reading, my air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all right? You know, this is your girl Tracy with Ascension 225, Tarot and Oracle, and we're here to chop it up for y'all, okay? This is for the rest of February and into the first week of March. So the next few weeks, you guys, we're about to tap in and tune in to see what Spirit wants you to know, specifically your ancestor team as well as your angels, meaning archangels and regular angels who work behind the scenes so hard every day on our behalf, air signs, you know. So this is for my Gemini, Libra, Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venuses. Have it anywhere in your chart, doesn't matter, or cross watchers watching for that specific air sign. Come on in, because everybody's welcome. This is a safe zone, you guys. Come on in, take your shoes off at the door, find a comfortable spot to relax, relate, and release. We're about to get it in, all right, you guys? And just open up your spirit to receiving, okay? This is, however, a general reading, okay? So if none of this resonates with you, or bits and pieces resonate with you, that's great. Take what resonates, put it in your pocket, and meditate on it later. If none of this resonates with you, then maybe today is just not your reading. Go ahead and check out my other readings that I do. Alrighty? Alright. I hope everyone is well on this February 23rd. I hope you are abundantly blessed, well, safe, happy, just for no damn reason, air signs. You hear me? You heard? Alright, so listen. This was a heavy... this was kind of a heavy reading last night for the air signs. And this reading basically is a lesson in being your authentic self, being exactly who you are, and no one needs to approve of you, air signs, except for you. You're the only one who needs to approve of you. All right, Holy Spirit already approves of you. That's why you're here. All right, but your mama, your daddy, your sister, your aunt, whatever. Nobody needs to approve of who you are, what you look like, none of that stuff, all right? All right, because all that judgment is there just to diminish you in a very major way. And if Spirit doesn't get anything across today, my air signs, it is to be your own individual self, be authentic, and stop living in self-illusions and self-deception. And if you live in self-illusion and self-deception, guess what? When you come in contact with other people, depending on what person that is, you're wearing different masks, right? Yeah. Wearing masks under that moon energy, trying to create illusions everywhere you go. That shit's going to stop, all right? Or it would be beneficial to you if you just lived your authentic self. I think you'd be much happier. So whoever this applies to, take it and run with it. All right, you guys. All right, so listen. Like I said, this is a general reading. If you need a private reading so I can tap into your own personal stuff, look down below the description box, right? It's got my link where you can click on to, or my email. Here's my email here also, where you can send me a direct message. I know we're not in Mercury retrograde, but Mercury is still front and center. And that's my ruling planet, and it kind of messes me up sometimes. All right. So listen, you can email me to set up your private reading. Also, there's a link there for my Instagram, my Facebook, and a little bit about myself, okay? There's also promo codes down there for if you're booking your first reading with me, or if you are a first responder or a veteran, you always receive a 15% discount. All right, so let's get into this again. All right, you guys. So air signs, and I'm playing this music. Well, first of all, let me back up. Last night was 222, right? So if you've been seeing that synchronistic number 222 all over the place, right? It could have some significant messages in there for you. So I would highly advise that when you see these different angel numbers and synchronicities, to look them up to see what the message is for you. So we just went through the 222 portal last night, all right? And twos in the tarot deck are all about making choices, right? Making choices. Should I go left or right? Is my path this way or that way, right? Do I want this person or that person? It's all about choices, making decisions, and being firm on them, right? Okay? And so that you don't get stuck anywhere along the way because you're not being true to yourself or true to the people in your life or authentic. And tomorrow is the full moon in Virgo, baby. Yes. Virgo are very stable earth sign. So tomorrow's full moon. And I'm playing a full moon compilation for you, so that your spirit can tap in to that full moon energy, okay? All about manifestations. What do you want long term for yourself? What are you manifesting? What do you want, need, desire out of your life, all right? So this is the time to be able to set your intentions, all right? Okay, so I asked Holy Spirit to give me one major arcana that firmly represents our air signs, and Holy Spirit gave me two. So you got a bonus card. The first card represents you like no tomorrow, my Gemini collective. All right, the Gemini, and it's so apropos that tomorrow starts full moon in Virgo season. In Virgo. So this is the Magician. This is Virgo and Gemini energy. Major manifester, right? That's what the Magician does, right? Whatever they desire, need, want, seek, they're able to manifest it. Some of us may have specific gifts that enable us to do that, right? And some of us are just manifestors like a mofo. This is DJ Khaled representing this card, and the card says, I possess qualities such as influence, resourcefulness, tact, attention to detail, and intelligence. I'm also knowledgeable in spell casting. Right? Yeah. And the second message I got was this Hermit card, which ironically is also Virgo energy. This is going inward. This is tapping into your mind, your body, your spirit, your consciousness, right? To get maybe the answers you're looking for. Maybe there's some issues in your life and you need to go inward and you need to take, a self-assessment, or you need to assess your situation or whatever, while also getting messages from spirit, right? Maybe this is the time for somebody to go inward and write down your desires, what you're trying to manifest. I'm still working on my vision board right now that I haven't finished, but it will be finished soon. So maybe you need to write down exactly what it is that you're trying to tune into in this hermit mode, okay? It says, I enjoy spending time alone for introspection and spiritual growth through meditation and detoxification. So maybe some of you need to meditate and detox from people, places, or things in your life, right? Very possible. All right, so let's drop down a layer, and I'm going to show you all the cards, and then I'm going to show you the cards in the hidden energy, and then, yeah, so here we go. So what is the crowning energy for all of these cards up here, or for all of this energy down here? I've got somebody maybe going to spiritual court right now. Somebody might have to stand in front of the council to maybe explain something. All right, explain their situation, explain why they did something. All right. This is where the council stands in judgment, and justice may come after that, right? And whoever this is that is in front of this spiritual council, like they, you know, maybe they're going to spiritual council also to learn some things, right? All right, maybe they need to learn some things. And as you can see, these beings here, they look like aliens. So maybe somebody comes from that star seed lineage, right? So maybe somebody's having to go before the council so that they can be taught something, right? Or I don't know if this is a reprimand. I don't know if this is just teaching, or I don't know. All right. Somebody got trapped, and maybe that's why they're having to appear before this council, right? Because somebody fell into the earthly realm, into the earthly desire and trappings of money, material things. Okay, maybe they put material things above everything else, right? But it was a trap, and it was a test, right? And I don't know if somebody passed this test or not. All right, somebody got caught like a mouse in a mouse trap. Somebody might be getting some sort of messages, some sort of spiritual messages from your grandmother who's passed on. It looks like grandmother and maybe somebody else's ancestors are communicating. Maybe they're trying to hash some things out here, you know, especially if somebody's appearing before a spiritual court. You know, maybe these two spiritual beings are trying to hash things out on your behalf, right? Wow. Somebody is definitely a very high-ranking spiritual being. So whoever this is, I don't know if this is the person that is appearing before this spiritual court. Maybe this high-ranking person fell into this trap of materialism. I don't know. But somebody's high-ranking in this equation. It could be an Aries. I meant to say Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? High-ranking general. All right. That's interesting. And we'll go over, there's some more cards down here, but this is, I want to, should I go over this now? I don't know if I should go over this now. We'll go over this in a little bit. All right. We'll just look at this as, oh gosh. All right, Spirit, I'll do it now. All right, so in the hidden energy for this top row, I've got somebody is in poverty. Maybe that's why they went towards this trap, right? Maybe that's why they went towards this trap, because they broke as a mofo. All right, they're scavenging. They ain't even got any lint in their pockets, honestly. So maybe that's why they fell into this trap, right? Maybe they got money in a way that is not desirable, right, according to spirit. Or maybe, like I said, maybe they just put money over everything else in their life, right? Which definitely causes an imbalance. Somebody has a divine inheritance, though. All right, somebody has a divine inheritance. I don't know, somebody's child might have this divine inheritance, or whoever. They don't want me to talk still. Still don't want me to talk about it, but I'm going to. Somebody has this divine inheritance from the Holy Spirit. Okay? And this divine inheritance equals abundance because somebody... it sounds like two different people, right? These energies feel like two different people. There's somebody in poverty having to answer to spirit right now. And they may be going to get some karma as well. But somebody has this divine inheritance, right? Maybe this high-ranking person, and they're getting a new home. All right? So if you're buying a new home, and, you know, soon, congratulations, or looking into it, congratulations. Yeah, along with somebody in spiritual court, we've got these warring angels that are going to battle on somebody's behalf, right? Yeah, Granny's involved, everybody's involved, right? These warring angels are going to battle for somebody because of somebody fell into this trap. So, if this sounds like you, I would thank my ancestors as well as my angel team for fighting my battles behind the scenes, right? Because a lot of times when we make fucked up decisions, we might have to pay for them in the 3D, or we pay for them in the 5D with karma, right? But we have no idea what our spirit team is doing behind the scenes for us. So thank them. Maybe they're at war because they see that this old lover wants to return to somebody's life. They may be really old too. Right? Wow. If they're not old in age, then maybe they look old and haggard. I don't know. You know, maybe because they've been through some things, okay? Maybe because they fell into this trap. I don't know. But somebody wants to return, all right, to somebody's life. And somebody is receiving heartfelt messages through music. As you can see, she's crying. So something is touching her heart, her soul. Yeah, maybe somebody's trying to communicate through music. Communicate through music. And that happens quite a lot, actually. So yeah, maybe this old lover wants to return, and maybe your angels are going to war on your behalf, air signs, because this old lover sees you, whatever they tried to do landed them in spiritual court, right? Because they went about whatever all wrong. But they see you, and they see you with this divine inheritance, right? Vibing up, you know, getting a new home, and looking happy and taking care of yourself and all this other stuff, right? So maybe somebody wants a part of that, right? And your granny's like, to this person's ancestors, I think not, bitch. Nah. They had their chance, they blew it, and now they see my person doing well, and then want to come back? Oh, hell no. Yo, listen. We ain't gonna let that happen. Alright, so let's move down a row, you guys. I've got generosity. Alright, so I don't know if some of you may be self-centered or selfish or whatever, but it's time to give from the heart. Alright, start giving from the heart instead of expecting something in return. Okay? You guys are going through a spiritual growth. If you haven't started this spiritual growth or spiritual ascension, it's coming. It's coming. You're currently experiencing a lesson that is required for your spiritual evolution. So somebody's learning a lesson here, and I think this person who this here we go again. Maybe this ex-lover trying to circle back, right? Because they fell into a situation, right, that is really a lesson for them, right? And hopefully somebody understands the lesson that they're being taught, especially with the ancestors schooling them or reschooling them on what's what and what's not what, that this person will learn this lesson, right? I got shooting star. You guys are about to step into your fullest potential. This star reminds me of the major arcana, the star card, which equals Aquarius energy. That hope, that faith, that even when things blow up in your face, you got that hope and faith that spirit and your spirit team's got your back, right? And you can weather the storm through anything with that hope and that faith in your higher power. All right, this is all about healing as well and coming through the storms of life, right? But you're about to reach your fullest potential, all right? Ooh, yeah, baby. Some of y'all are going to be going through this career transition. And I'm telling you, over the last few days, I've been listening to Gemini readings because I'm a Gemini. Every reader that I trust says the same thing. You're going through a career transition. Either you're going to get a raise, a promotion, whatever. But this career transition is going to enable you and me to be able to delve into our passions that we hold near and dear to us. Like for me, divination, tarot reading is near and dear, and I want to expand my business. So maybe with this career transition, especially if I get to work from home, I will be able to delve further into my business, right? So it says your soul is yearning for a career aligned with your passions and your purpose. Exactamundo. Exactamundo. I've got resolve here, right? This is a period of indecision and inner confusion. It's time to make a decision, right? So some of you, especially when it comes to this career transition, some of you will have to make a clear decision on what you want to do. All right. So that goes back to the twos that we were talking about when I started this video. The twos in tarot or numerology are all about making a choice, making a decision, right? Choosing your path. Yeah. Boundaries. This is something that I had to learn over the last few years, is that, you know, previous to 2020 and the pandemic, my boundaries were a lot looser than they are now. But going through 2020 pretty much by myself, I went through a major spiritual awakening during that time, and I had no idea that I was a divine feminine, that I was pre-empress energy, right? I had no idea until I went through that spiritual awakening that was so important. But I learned that I needed to raise my boundaries and be more firm on them. So ain't nobody coming up in here to try to diminish what I've learned thus far, right? They can go kick rocks if they think that they're going to take me back to where I was, because I'm going to continue to go forward, and so should you. So this is Spirit telling you that raising your boundaries is going to be very helpful to you. And I said nobody needs to approve of you but you, air signs. Yeah. Because you are visionaries, right? You are visionaries. And this visionary reminds me of Aquarius energy, because Aquarians are thought to be visionary type of people. Forward thinking, right? Innovative, especially when it comes to technology and stuff like that, right? So they're also the humanitarians of the air sign collective. So it says you're learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action. All right, turn those ideas into action. And this journey, you are on a journey of spiritual awakening, or you are about to start on this journey of spiritual awakening in the next few weeks. Now, you know, I could say next few weeks, but there is no time in the spirit realm. All right, only divine timing, and that's it. So, like I said, it says you're learning that every challenge you face, there's a hidden gift inside of that. There's a hidden gift, there's a hidden lesson, whatever. All right, but it's definitely a journey, especially when you embrace this spiritual awakening that you are going through or about to go through. You will never be able to see things the way you saw them before, when your ego was more actively involved, right? All right, so what do we have? I don't know what to do with this thing. All right, so the hidden energy for those cards is new doors are about to open up for you, air signs. Are you ready? You ready to take that step through the threshold? That spirit, this new door that spirit's about to open for you? Yeah. It says, yes, it's beautiful. Whoever has been praying for this new open door, it's coming. It's coming. Spirit has heard your prayer. All right. And hold on to those core values that you hold so dear. You know? It says follow your heart and make your values a priority. Not anybody else's values. Your values, air signs, a priority. Okay? Yeah. And some of those core values, especially those core values that we learn as children, maybe they're not as relevant now that we're adults that they used to be, right? Like doctrine, church and state, and all that other stuff, you know, that Hierophant type of energy. Maybe some of those things are outdated. Maybe they aren't relevant to you anymore. Maybe, you know, a new set of core values needs to be, you know, instilled. Self-love, baby. Self-love is the key. Is the key. And from doing this reading already last night, somebody is lacking in self-love, self-esteem, self-nurturing, right? And if you don't love yourself, or you're lacking in self-esteem or self-confidence, guess what? You will rely on other people's approval of you and their thoughts of you and them diminishing your light, right? We ain't gonna do that no more. We ain't doing that no more. All right. All right. Let me take a sip of coffee. Okay. Oh man. You know what? You know what I forgot to show you, air signs, is at the beginning of the reading last night, I pulled 5 Kipper cards. And I just saw them laying here. So let me quickly just show you what came out in the Kipper cards, okay? First card out is I've got this wealthy man. This card reminds me of the King of Pentacles in the tarot deck. You know, somebody who's self-made, an entrepreneur, somebody who's successful at whatever they do, right? Very, very abundant. And abundance comes in more ways than just finances, right? All right, but this is a wealthy man who is this false person, or they encountered a false person, or maybe they encountered 2 false people. I don't know. All right, so either this King of Pentacles is the false person, or they encountered a false person, or a couple that were false, right? And then we've got this privileged lady. This is a 9 of Pentacles type of energy, right? That 9 of Cups, that wish fulfillment. Somebody you look at that goes, yeah, man, they make a great partner. You know, that's somebody that I would consider wish fulfillment. Or a 9 of Pentacles, somebody who's single but abundant AF, right? So I don't know if this wealthy man tried to manipulate, steal, cheat, lie to, con, whatever, this privileged lady. But somebody's having to appear before an official person, right? Master number 22, baby. Somebody's having to appear before this official person. This reminds me of the King of Swords type of energy. This is Aquarius type of energy. And King of Swords is, not only do they speak their truth, and they're very wise, right? But this could be somebody who is in a official capacity, like a lawyer, a judge, somebody who makes decisions, right? We already see somebody in spiritual court, right? For doing something maybe that they should not have done, right? Yeah, we got this official person. So, like I said, this could be a judge, a lawyer, somebody that they're having to pay for whatever this falseness was, right? Whatever happened here. And somebody's deading this situation. People, places, and things. Somebody's putting a halt to all this shit, right? All you need to do is throw some Hennessy in there and some dirt, engraved dirt. That shit's over. We're done with these people, places, and things. We ain't fucking around with that no more. Alright? This equals 10. And 10s are the completion of a cycle or a chapter. And they reduce to a 1 for new beginnings. And that new beginning definitely could inspire a spiritual awakening, because this is Scorpio energy. The Death card in the tarot deck represents spiritual awakening. The death of ego, the death of pride, right? And going through that dark night of the shadow or soul, and purging and releasing all that stuff, and relying strictly on spirit. So that's what came out in the Kipper deck, y'all. Alright, so let's move along where we were. Alright, angel messages. The next few rows are going to be angels. I've got, here we go, self-acceptance. And if you look closely in this card, if you look at her lip, it looks like she may have like a cleft in her lip, right? But that look on her face is not the face of, oh my God, I have a cleft in my lip. I'm not normal. I don't look like everybody else. This is about self-acceptance. This is loving yourself despite what you look like. So when I did that video the other day about my ex telling me that they no longer found me attractive because I had gained a few pounds because I'm going through menopause and a few other things, right? Listen, sir, ma'am, dude, whatever. Nobody has to approve of me but me. All right, if you want a Barbie doll on your arm, all right, then go for it. But you are not going to try to diminish me because of your own insecurities. You're not going to do it. And don't let anybody do that to you, air signs. All right? Like I said, when I met this person, they were 50 pounds overweight. But I love them anyway. Cancer diagnosis, love them anyway. But you want to end the relationship because I've gained a few pounds? Are you serious right now? Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Do not allow anyone to diminish you in any way. And you did hear me call them my ex, right? That bitch is gone. Out of here. Out of here. Nobody needs to approve of you, air signs, but you. You already got the green light from spirit. All right? And I'm telling you, Weight can be gained or lost, but stupid lasts forever. All right. Yes, tap into that courage and bravery, which is definitely what this person has done. Is they have reversed those voices in their head and those judgments from others, and they are going forward, cleft and all, weight and all, with courage and bravery, bitch. Yes, okay. Maybe some of these shallow ass people, maybe y'all need to find some courage and bravery instead of being insecure people walking around trying to diminish others. Yeah. Friendships and unions. Friendships and unions are very, very important. Right? Find your tribe. It's very important to find your tribe. Vulnerability and freedom. And I feel like a lot of times people don't want to go through a spiritual awakening or spiritual growth or, something like that because they don't want to be vulnerable in any way. And that also comes to relationships, right? People don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to open up and peel back the layers because they're so afraid of being hurt, right? But being vulnerable and have that freedom to be vulnerable is the only way that you continue to grow as a person and that your relationships continue to grow as well. Yeah. You gotta do the work. You got to do the work. And that's another thing. When people, some people might want to change. You might want to go through a spiritual awakening, but they're too afraid, or they don't want to be vulnerable, or they don't want to give into spirit. They don't want to do the work. Nothing in this life is easy. Relationships aren't easy. Relationships are the hardest things that God put in place for us to navigate, right? It takes hard work, but you got to be willing to do it. Your guardian angels are watching over you, protecting you and guiding you, air signs. So even in your darkest moments, always talk to your spirit team. You might not be able to see them, but they're showing up right here, letting you know they got you. They got you. All right. Next message. Oh, wait a minute. And also, I've got in the hidden energy, I've got romance and connection. Right. I feel like somebody will not allow themselves to be vulnerable because they lack the self-confidence, they lack the self-love in themselves, that they're not able to open up their heart to other people, despite what type of relationship it is. Could be friendships, could be family, could be love relationships, but this is affecting your relationships if you don't know that already. You gotta do the work, man. You got to. All right. So we've got Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in these changing times, right? Everybody has gifts and talents that the Most High gives us. What are yours, right? Do you trust your gifts? Do you trust your talents? Are you creative? Are you working on those gifts and talents, or are you squandering them? All right. Somebody needs to stay grounded. All right. Somebody needs to stay grounded and firmly rooted. All right. And I love the fact that these two cards right here are bathed in that green color, because green points to your heart chakra, the anahata. All right. And I really feel that whoever this is speaking to, you really need to examine your heart chakra because I feel like somebody will not allow themselves to be vulnerable enough in their friendships and in their relationships, because they're so afraid of being hurt, right, that they don't allow their heart chakra to be free. Okay. Somebody needs to unleash that she-wolf, the wild within you. Alright? There's a time to be tame and there's a time to be wild, right? Yeah. Take a walk on the wild side, baby. The next card, one of the happiest cards, you know, in the Sun card is the happiest card in the tarot deck, right? The Sun represents that major arcana in the tarot deck. It's all about fertility. It's all about blessings. It's all about abundance coming your way, right? Bathe in that healing energy of the Sun. I'm a May baby, so if the sun's not out, I'm like, I don't want to play today. I gotta feel it on me. I gotta feel it on my face, and it rejuvenates, and it inspires me and motivates me, right? Yeah, this is beautiful energy right here. It says, enjoy success and happiness that's coming to you, air signs. Let me see. What is your intention? What do you intend to create? Because this goes back to those gifts and talents, right? And tapping into your creativity. What are you here for? What is your purpose? All right. What are you here to create? All right, I got this High Priestess. We just got finished talking about the Hierophant or the High Priestess energy. This is Taurus energy in the tarot, in the major arcana. And this is somebody who's spiritually evolved, right? That got those spiritual lessons under their belt and continue to grow, right? This could be a counselor, this could be a pastor or a priest, somebody that you go to get wise, sage advice. This also points back to those those things that were taught as kids, right? Church and state. Well, my grandma was a Baptist, my mama was a Baptist, and now I'm a Baptist. Even though I really don't believe in going to church, I'd rather be a spiritualist than a Baptist, but that's what I learned, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm talking about. Have the courage and bravery to break out of some of those things that don't make any sense to you, right? And create your own new core values, right? That pertain to those traditions that we stand on. Marriage, church and state, doctrine, all that stuff. Be a peacekeeper. And I know that air signs, we have the gift of gab, right? Most of us have the gift of gab. We're highly intellectual people, but being married previously and going through marriage counseling, I learned what the term right fighting was, right? Where you just continue the battle, continue the battle, because I want to be right and you are going to be wrong. There is no productivity in being a right fighter, having the last word, all right? We need to adopt this peacekeeping energy, right? Let go of the need to be right? All right, so, and then I've got, sage, like we were talking about before, right? Maybe instead of this high priest, right, this is more religion and doctrine, right here, this is more spirituality. This is meditation. This is yoga. This is, you know, tapping into the universe and all that stuff, right? Divination, whatever. So maybe somebody has two opposing forces inside of them, right? That has their core values kind of messed up. All right, let's move down a layer. I've got the sun again. Can't make this up. This is beautiful, bright, vibrant energy, abundance, blessings, fertility. And fertility, yes, it can mean having children, being fertile, but it's also fertile ideas, fertile creations, you know, that you can plant those seeds and see the abundance come from what you put out there, right? What is your soul's purpose? I ask again. It's more than just being here living a human life, right? What is your soul's purpose being here? How can you help the collective with your gifts? Good question. I don't know. And I've got a divine feminine awakening. That's beautiful. Divine feminine awakening. And if anybody's familiar with divine feminine, divine masculine energies, you could probably understand why this divine feminine energy has her back turned to this divine masculine, right? Y'all are going through this awakening. And I'm about to go through a second awakening, all right? And this is beautiful. And maybe our backs need to be turned to our divine masculine energies because they have to do their own work. The divine feminines understood and understand the assignment, okay? But I'm not sure about the divine masculines. If so, they're a little slow. And I wouldn't advise anybody to wait on anybody to level up, okay? Moon. Okay, we got the sun and the moon, baby. Listen, the moon energy is Cancer Pisces energy, right? It's all about tapping into your intuition, that knowing, right? That knowing, that voice that speaks to us through our crown, through our third eye, through our gut that says, don't go that way, go this way. And then you hear later on the news that there's a huge accident on the way that you were supposed to go to. That's that voice of spirit, that voice of a higher power that guides us and drops downloads on us, right? This also is that divine feminine energy. The divine feminine births all and gives life to everything, right? Yeah, this Empress energy. Also Taurus energy, again. And this is, you know, this could also be about, it says intuition and emotional healing. All right, so maybe somebody has to really tap into their intuition, and maybe somebody's got some emotional healing that they need to do. It could have something to do with the mother figure, right? Yeah. Maybe somebody did not receive the nurturing from their mother that they should have gotten. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's the emotional healing that somebody needs to go through. But the sun, all right, let me start over. The moon not only is about intuition and emotional healing, it's also a place where people can hide. It's a place where people can wear masks. This is something we talked about when we first started this video. People can wear masks under this moon energy. People can keep their secrets under this moon energy. People can move and duck and dodge under this moon energy. But the sun will always illuminate what's hidden by this moon energy. And there's going to be some exposing done here. All right, Spirit's going to expose those who continuously hide under this illusion or creating illusions, yeah, they're going to be exposed. All right. And yeah, multiplication. It's time to tap into your higher self. All right. But that requires work. And some of you are willing to do it and some of you are not. Point blank and period. And then I've got fermentation, right? Having that patience, you know, because even fine wines and other type of beverages need to ferment, right? They need to sit for a while, you know, without being disturbed. And that could be also this hermit energy, right? Sit where you're undisturbed. Sit where you can commune with spirit and commune with yourself, right? Tapping in and tuning into mind, body, and your spirit. Maturity, patience. All right, and yeah, okay, let me see these cards. Yeah. So I've got Black Moon, Lilith, and Virgo, and we are about to have a full moon in Virgo tomorrow. All right, somebody needs to release this perfectionism that they feel that they need to have, perfectionism within themselves, perfectionism within other people that they deal with. There's no such thing as perfectionism. I can't even say it. All right. None of us are perfect. We all have flaws. And that makes us unique, right? If we were perfect, we wouldn't have any work to do. Okay? Release this. And I've got divine loyal goddess. Yeah, that is that freaking that's that Empress High Priestess, divine feminine energy, right? Mary Magdalene was very loyal to Jesus Christ. What, she washed his feet, right, for him, right? Just taking his word that he was who he was. She was loyal to this person called Jesus, right? So yeah, that's beautiful energy. You wear a crown, air signs. Some of you wear a crown in the 5D for sure. And your spiritual ranking is high. And if somebody tried to come up against you, bam, they gonna get it. I'm telling you, they gonna get it. And lastly, I've got Black Moon, Lilith, and Aquarius. We just got through Aquarius season a few days ago. Honor your individuality. Honor it. Whether you might be in an God bless it, maybe in an interracial marriage or relationship, or maybe you're interracial yourself, or whatever it is, whether you belong to the LGBTQI community, rock that individuality, embrace it. God made you. Who could be against you? All right, moving down, I've got nurture yourself, practice self-care, practice self-love, right? Because if you don't love yourself, it's hard to extend that to others in a meaningful way, right? Fertility, this reminds me of this sun energy again. All right, you're going into a time period that's very, very fertile. We're in 2024. 2024 is the year of abundance, a year of nose to the grindstone. Stay focused, perseverance, right? Do the work, yes, because the abundance is going to be added unto you, right? So fertility, all right, what do you wish to birth? Right? What do you wish to birth in this energy? And there's persistence. Yes. This may have to do with a twin flame relationship. Twin flame relationships or soulmate relationships. You guys are direct mirrors to one another. So not only do you mirror the good, but you also mirror the bad, which could create a lot of commotion, right? Yeah. It can make things a little rocky, right? But there's lessons to be learned in this relationship. Somebody might be a writer, or they may need to write. All right, that could be one of your God-given talents, is being a writer. All right, do it. And then I've got spiritual law of attraction. All right, what you put out there, what you draw is attracted to you. You attract your tribe. I don't know the best way to explain it, but whatever you're trying to attract, keep manifesting it, right? Keep manifesting it, and then let it go, and then it'll come to you, right? Because the more we want to attract something, the more effort that we put into it. I want it. It may go the other direction. Pray on it, manifest it, work on it, and keep working on it, but not to the point of, oh my God, just let it come. All right. And what other in the hidden energy? Oh wow, yeah, okay. I've got meditate. Some of y'all may need to meditate to get your mind right. Especially if you're in this hermit energy. Wow. And some of y'all need to come out the closet, because some of y'all are not being your authentic self. Some of you guys have just gone through your whole life just making other people happy, but not yourself. If you, like I just got finished saying, if you belong to the LGBTQI community, embrace yourself, embrace that, embrace who you are, be authentic, and the other people can go kick rocks. We are no longer people pleasing. We are no longer letting people diminish what we are and who we are. It ain't gonna happen no more. All right, be your authentic self, right? Tap into your individuality. All right, yes, baby. So somebody who's not being authentic, maybe that's why they're catching some hell. Okay, because they're living in self-deception. They're living in self-illusion. And if you pull the wool over your own eyes, well, damn. Well, damn. You ain't got nobody to blame but you. I'm just saying. Be your authentic self, whether you're gay, straight, or sideways. Who cares? You'll be much happier living an authentic life. All right? Lastly, I've got these angel numbers. I've got 19, and it's so funny how these came in, pretty much came in one after another, and I was like, dang, you saw me shuffle. Well, I did shuffle last night, but anyway, I've got 1919. So if any of you guys have been seeing that over and over again, it's about, oh yeah, baby, cycles, okay? Karma will be paying you a visit, air signs. Release the need to control, because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that you don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. So judgment, right? And then some sort of disciplinary action called karma is coming to somebody in the collective. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't sugarcoat on this fucking page. 2020. All right, 2020. Compassion, having mercy, diplomacy, being of service to others, right? It is a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct, but it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts, because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Ooh. Be of service to others. Use your talents and gifts. You could actually make money from it, right? Maybe have a YouTube platform or a TikTok platform where you have enough subscribers where you get sent a check every month, right? But you're helping the collective, right? Or however you do it. energy levels, 2121. Prosperity, harmony. You're on this journey. We saw the journey card right here because you're a visionary, right? Yes, a lot of you are. That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain your discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. Boom. Getting closer to your end goal, guys. And lastly, I've got 2323. Endless cycles. Now, a lot of people don't want to do the work. They don't want to learn their lessons. So it's like when, if you don't want to learn your lesson, then you're destined to repeat over and over again, right? There are people out there that keep repeating the same tired ass lessons over and over again because they will not do the work and they will not learn their lessons. All right, this spirit saying it's time to learn your damn lesson. Stop repeating these fucking cycles because it's toxic, it's counterproductive, you're wasting time. All right, there's some truth that you're resistant to accept over and over again. All right, until you're tired and restrained beyond being depressed and at your lowest of lows. All right, that's when you need to make this change. When you hit rock bottom, for a lot of y'all, is when y'all are going to make this change because you're going to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. All right, but you can't expect to not do any of the work to get to that end goal. All right, and that's it, and that's all. Lastly, what is your soul's truth? My Gemini, Libras, and my not my Virgos, but my Aquarians. Your soul truth for the next few weeks is to really take a deep look inside of yourself. Be this hermit, right? Be this hermit. It says, am I afraid to be seen? What are you afraid of, air signs? Are you afraid to be seen as the real you? Are you? The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer, air signs. It's time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love. And from love, you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. It's time to live naked and free, being your own individual self and embracing your sexual orientation, if this applies to you. All right, yeah. And practicing that self-love. All right. So really think about that. And it says, what do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. And this person, Kanye, is writing in his journal. So maybe you need to take some of this alone time to really go inside and write down what's really important to you. But right now, doing the work and being your authentic self is where you need to start. And stop pleasing all these fools out here. All right? All right, you guys. Air signs, I hope that was helpful to you. Let me know if it was. I pray that it was. You can inbox me personally and let me know. I think the comment section is open. You can leave me a comment or whatever, but or just leave an emoji of some type, a crown, letting me know that you're ascending, an owl because you're becoming wiser, something like that. Okay, you guys. I love you guys. The light in me honors the light in all of my air signs, my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. May the force be with you guys. I love you. Amen and ashe to all of our spirit team and the divine holy creator. Thank you so much. Namaste. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Mwah. Thank you.